Hi guys, I just thought I'd do a quick video. A lot of you have said that you wanted to see a walk around of my jigsaw, so I'll do a quick one for you this evening. So we've got on the front here a really nice front mud guard. It's a nice carbon one, genuine carbon fibre. I fitted this last year during COVID. I was furloughed from work, so I ended up spending a little bit more money than I wanted to on the bike. We've got some nice HEL braided lines that I had fitted. There was some red ones on here when I first bought the bike. Actually bought this bike off of my cousin. He had it sat in his garage for a few years, not really doing much, and I was looking for one, so kind of ended up with it. Yeah, he had some horrible red lines on the front of it when I got it, and I just thought they looked a bit tacky and orange really. So I got these nice carbon ones put on. I've also painted the vents at the front. They were silver and going a little bit rusty, so I went through and painted them all just so they blend in a little bit more. Moving up, we got the nice double bubble screen with my little Instagram tag on the front. We do have some really horrible anodized bolts, standard for all Suzuki riders. When you first get a Gixxer, people seem to have to put anodized blue bolts and Gixxer everywhere just to remind them of what bike they're riding. I really don't like them. Sorry if you do like them. But I'm going to be changing these to black. I just keep forgetting about it. We've got some nice Renthal grips on here. I'm quite funny about grips on bikes. Renthal always seem to do a really nice medium grip, which I like to use. I have these on my Supermotos as well. Got some nice short Pazzo levers. Have tried using ASV before, but just found them a little bit bulkier than the Pazzo ones. Find the Pazzo ones a little bit more comfortable when I'm riding. What else? Let's see, so we've got a nice Lextech exhaust. Not a lot of people like these. I had a horrible £30 eBay special on here when I bought it. I think someone might have dropped it this side because there is just a little crack in this fairing. I remember she is old. Yeah, a little crack there, and I think someone had just whacked a really cheap, nasty exhaust on there. And the poor thing, it does have a power commander. I took it out for the first ride and it was just sounded like it was on its last leg, so ended up taking the map off of the power commander because, you know, it really needs to be on a dyno and have it set up all properly with all of that, rather than people just trying to do it from a laptop and messing the whole system up. So then I also changed the exhaust as well, just to give it a bit of a breather, and it seems to like it much more now, and it runs really nice. Again, HEL braided line on the back in the carbon, and a nice carbon rear hugger there that I also fitted the same time as the front. Got the nice tail tidy on the back. We've got a nice carbon chain guard this time. And if you can tell, I've got a little bit of a fetish about carbon. Sorry about my big chicken strips. Haven't really been out riding properly much lately, so it's a nice bit of KFC on the side there. What else? Don't know if there's anything else to show you really. Rectifier relocated. As you know, if you've ever had a Suzuki, they're renowned for running really hot. If you can reposition the rectifier just so it gets a bit more air, it's always a good thing to do. Also got a little scratch on the side of the tank here, which really needs to be sorted. It's been on there since I first got the bike, but I've sort of been looking at tanks but just haven't had the money at the minute to sort of replace it. I am planning on eventually tracking this bike. I was planning on really doing Snetterton at the end of the year, but I'm meant to be going to the TT next year. I've been waiting to go for the last 3 years, but due to COVID everything's sort of been stopped. So yeah, as soon as the TT's over and done with, then I will be taking this on track. So if anyone knows any places I can get some decent fairings that aren't completely Chinese, or some nice fiberglass ones just for the track, that would be brilliant. Okay, so I have this really annoying data alarm, which I guess isn't very annoying if someone's going to nick your bike, but it winds my key up, so I like to keep it on there just to be a pain in the arse basically. So every time I ride it we have to do this. And let's just start her up. She sounds really quite naughty at the minute now with this exhaust on there. So 2 seconds. Okay. So I've recently just taken the baffle out of it as well, so it sounds a little bit pokier. It does still hunt quite a lot with this exhaust on, but hopefully once I can get it set up properly on the dyno with the power commander, it should make quite a lot of difference to this bike. So that's really all of my Gixxer to walk around. I know it's a little bit boring, probably not as exciting as what some of you thought. Hopefully within the next year or so it will get a little bit more exciting. So if anyone has any advice on what tracks to do with the Gixxer, that would be really cool. Obviously being on the island, we're quite far down south, so any tracks you'd recommend nearby that might be good. We do a lot of supermoto track days, but we've not really done much on the big bikes in terms of track day riding, so it would be really cool if you could recommend people to go with. We know about no limits and things like that, so if you think they're good, give them a shout, let us know. Anything else you'd like me to talk to you about in the future? We've got about 8 vehicles at the minute, so you've got a lot of choice for a walk around. We could always go through the van, which has been converted into a little bit of a camper to go away on track days. We've got the MX-5, which we race for auto testing, and obviously we've got the supermotos as well, and also the R1, but nobody needs to know about that. That was Mikey's bike. So if you want to know anything else, just drop us a message. Don't forget to follow on Instagram and on YouTube. Thanks guys, bye bye.